Welcome to Rich's Era. Among those within the audience for the primary hearing of Donald Trump hand-picked special master was a former authority and official to Henry Martin Robert Mueller, Andrew Weissman, who represented the court as finally being surpass an adult in the room pertaining to choose Raymond Pett. Before we intend to continue, please support us by clicking on the subscription button and turn on the notification bell for more updates. The Big Apple University law faculty member Ryan Goodman, who conjointly writes at Simply Security, created it clear that the demand to appoint a special master royally backfired on Trump. It very was place up or shut up, but it had been aforesaid in an exceedingly judicial, choose Deary way, Weissman said of the 35-minute hearing. Weissman went on to cite Deering saying to the Trump team that they may have reasons and strategy for why they won't tell him whether or not the documents were declassified, but if you don't do that, I have, ahead of me, a clear case. Meaning, the government has set forth enough proof that these are classified, for God's sake, they bear markings that say they're classified. So, he said, if you don't wish to actually to truly to very say something at this purpose, that fine, however I'm planning to rule. Which was really the theme of the hearing. At one point they began talking regarding whether folks required to own a certain classification or clearance to check the highest secret documents and top secret compartmentalized documents. Weissman aforesaid Pett explained, I could also be ready to decide this issue wherever I don't even have to be compelled to see them. That we have a tendency to don't need to get into that issue. He didn't say that what he positively planning to rule he desires to listen to from the parties, etc. However, it appears pretty clear in terms of his thinking that he happening the road of, if these are classified documents, and that I don't have any contrary evidence, then that kind of results in a conclusion that is, I'm not returning these documents to you. So, if you don't place up, then you're not planning to get the relief that you're seeking, that is to own the documents came to you. Interestingly, the Trump team began explaining to the Choose he had a classification level because of a Virginia trial. The very fact that Trump team indicated that they might have to be compelled to have a clearance level to check the documents dramatically undermines the claim that Trump had unclassified the documents. Choose Pett conjointly created it clear that operational on the belief that the documents were classified within the approach that they were marked, and having no proof to the contrary, he aforesaid they need an obligation to make sure the knowledge isn't needlessly exposed. Geneticist characterized the statement as Deary approach of creating it clear, you're not in Florida anymore. Another of Trump lawyer comments treated the National Archives, which Trump and his team try to color them as some partisan political organization. The archives could be a deposit that homes America creation documents just like the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution and Bill of Rights. They're accountable for housing all of the documents of presidents of the past and working with presidential libraries to make sure Americans invariably have access to history. Weissman aforesaid it like speech communication the general public library could be a political outfit. Deary, he said, created it clear that it not necessary for Choose Aileen Cannon or anyone to talk with the archives nevertheless, and urged the Trump team in his terribly polite way. He said, of course, I do think, you may be painting with a broad brush there. He, at the outset, made it clear, he said, you'll have, Trump team, you may have legal proceeding reasons and strategy on why you don't want to inform American state or the globe in an exceedingly court of law that these documents are classified. That fine,